our I Am iSOW. First time kong mag-guest dito sa ating Seeds of Wisdom class, and I'm honored to be here as part of this event. Although I'm sorry I cannot be there in person because si Tito Mon, my husband, is going to be undergoing a mild surgical procedure. And so by the time you watch this, I will be already in the hospital being a good wife. Okay, so anyway, I would like to first say a little bit about yung process ko throughout deciding what I was going to talk about tonight with you guys. I have to take you back a little bit to the time when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which kinakalculate namin ni Lexi when we were about to do this video, that it was exactly 22 years ago na that I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. And to give you a short recap, I was only 30 at the time, about to turn 31. And I went to the US because it was my mom who was sick, not me. And at the time, I was very busy sa showbiz career ko. Pero syempre, pag ang parent natin ang involved na may sakit, syempre, we will drop everything for our parents. And little did I know that was the Lord already. He was the one that was making things happen the way that they did. He was in control of the situation. Kasi if not for the fact that my mom was sick and I was the one that went with her to accompany her, I would never have found out that I was already battling cancer myself at the time, and the doctors would not have found out. And actually, it was really a hidden blessing. It was blessing in disguise that I was the one that was sent there. So, with regard to speaking about the seeds of wisdom, I really had to contemplate and bring back myself to the time when I was actually first diagnosed with cancer. And I remember the first feeling that I had initially when the doctors told me na yun nga, na-cancer ako, was fear. It's normal, I think, for everybody, no, na kapag nalaman nila that they have cancer at any age, kahit matanda ka na, bata ka pa, the first thing that sets in is real fear. Fear that mamamatay ka na. Fear, and of course, doubt that you will have much longer to live. And when fear sets in, the most difficult thing to do is really to try to control your mind. Kasi once fear sets in, and this is what I always tell my kids, no, is the biggest problem with fear is that it can actually cause your heart to stop. Fear is so debilitating that you can actually die from a heart attack and not from what you're actually faced with. And the things that I'm going to share tonight, they don't, from my perspective, ang ikikwento ko, yung my own personal experience and my own personal journey through my cancer journey, but it can be applied in any walk in any situation in the walk of life. So, getting back to my number one, it's fear. Of course, the fear when the doctors told me that I had cancer. The wisdom that I can impart with you in hindsight is that fear is really from the devil. Fear is not from God. God does not instill fear. And fear is a lie. Because most of the time, yung kinakatakutan natin, it's all in the mind. Pagka nandun na tayo at hinarap na natin yung fear na yun, lumiliit yung fear. It is really something something that you will never realize until you're already actually facing your biggest, darkest fears. What comes with fear? Doubt, self-doubt, doubt sa mga taong nakapaligid sa'yo, doubt sa dapat mong paniwalaan, pero syempre, di ba, ang daming nega or ang daming nagsasabi na di mo kakayanin yan. More than other people, sometimes ang biggest critic mo or the biggest negativity comes from yourself. Kasi I remember the time when I was telling myself na, you're gonna die na. Wala na. This is it. Diba? Even though my doctors were telling me that, there's a way, you just have to believe, you have to fight it, you just have to do the protocol and the things that we're telling you to do, and chances of breast cancer survival is quite high, basta gawin mo yung chemo and everything. But there's a voice inside of us that really sometimes speaks negatively within ourselves. And that for me is the number one lesson, the wisdom that I would like to impart with you all tonight, is that is the voice that you have to, with all your power, you have to stop it. Do not listen to that voice, because in every situation in life, you will always have self-doubt. You will always have fear. And kailangan talaga sabihin mo sa sarili mo, every day, i-build up mo yung belief mo sa sarili mo. I-build up mo yung tiwala mo kay God. Yun. And yun ang pakinggan mo. Huwag yung mga fear. That's the first thing that I wanted to share. That's the first seed of wisdom. Okay, so next, number 2, the number one way to fight fear, especially in my case at the time, was to learn about what I was facing. So number 2, guys, my number 2 seed of wisdom is knowledge. Of course, with knowledge comes power, and knowledge comes from knowing what you are facing. For me, it was studying ano yung sakit ko, ano yung mga dapat kong gawin, ano yung mga pwede kong gawin. Diyan, syempre, pumasok ang ating amazing Barley. All of those things were things that it was a form of taking back control of the fear that the devil was trying to make me believe. So once you have knowledge, of course, knowledge, the number one, most important thing to know, just from knowledge, is anak ka ng Diyos. Kasi once alam mo na anak ka ng Diyos, you have that power now because you're a child of God. And once you know that and you believe that knowledge will now give you the courage to face everything that you need to face, be it trials, be it disappointments, be it sickness, be it everything basically that all the trials in this world, once you know who you are in Christ and you know the promises the Lord has for you, that's the beginning. Because if you know who you are in Him, you know what He wants for you. And di ba sabi sa Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." So, if you know that deep in your heart, and you believe it talaga, then alam mo na whatever it is that you're going through is temporary. That the Lord has a plan for you. And kahit na in my case, even it got to the point where even if death was the plan for me, I found peace. Kasi I knew that He was in control even of what for me was the worst. So if He's in control of that, and He is the one that wills that for me, then I'm at peace with it. Then I know na it will be okay. That hindi mapapabayaan si Lexi, that everything will be according to His plan. And you know, I know that all of us naman will die. Siguro, in hindsight now, I kind of see it as a blessing that what I went through, because imagine na naramdaman ko na yung complete surrender and yung complete trust in the Lord, na because I know the knowledge that I had, the knowledge of what I discovered during my battle. I know that He will always be there for me. And you know, when you have the Lord in your heart, nothing can compare. No amount of fear will make you abado or will shake you, because your foundation is unshakable. So that is my second lesson for you guys tonight. And of course, the third, which also comes with knowledge, but actually, without it, knowledge is useless, diba? The third one is faith. Faith in knowing who you are in Christ, knowing that knowing who you are, and knowing that you can put your faith in something and someone greater than yourself, and that is God. And I remember one of my favorite verses during the time that I was sick was, I would always remind myself na kahit na ano ba yung sinasabi ng mga doktor, or yung mga nababasa ko sa Google, or yung mga nababasa ko sa mga libro na ang baba ng chance of survival or mga ganyan, especially for someone so young as me at the time. Tapos, aggressive yung cancer pag bata ka, di ba? So, naiisip ko, ano ba yung dapat kong panghawakan na verse? And ito yun. Yung sa Romans, dalawa siya. Romans 8:31, where He says, if God is for us, then who can be against us? Kahit na ano pang gawin ng kalaban, kapag nasa side mo si Lord, panalo ka na eh. Kahit ano pa yung outcome, panalo ka. And the other one is Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you will prosper. That means kahit ano pang weapon ang finorm ng kalaban natin sa mundo, you know, a lot of our battles are spiritual battles, and a lot of those are fought in the spirit, in your mind, diba? And between demons and angels. Basically, those are, and you have to believe that because you're a child of God, no weapon will prosper against you. That you are protected by the Lord. And, you know, and all heavenly bodies, protektado tayo. At the time, my life verse was Psalm 30 verse 2, which says, O Lord my God, I cried to you for help, and you healed me. And that is one of them. Hanggang ngayon, iyak pa rin ako. Kasi, the Lord really keeps His promises. And nung nabasa ko yun, I really believed that He was going to heal me. And you know what, guys? He didn't just heal me, ha? He really took care of me. Took care of me, took care of my children. At the time, si Lexi lang ang anak ko. And He gifted me again with another child, with Liam. And throughout that whole journey, dun ko na-discover yung Barley. And look at the amazing purpose that Barley has brought into existence. Not just for me, but for everybody that we have helped through I Am Worldwide. You know, there's so much more I can say and I can share, but truly, I don't want to take up too much time. I know marami pa kayong lessons na mag-pick up today through press, through GM, through Ikay. I'm sure there's so many of you pa who have so much to share. So, I guess I just want to give you a piece of wisdom that I take with me everywhere. Remember this, true wisdom, like God's grace, is a divine gift granted by God when we ask for it. It is knowledge with insight on how to apply it effectively. So basically, ang wisdom, kailangan hinihingihan kay Lord. Okay? Kailangan attentive ka, kailangan willing kang tumanggap, open ka. At para maging effective ang knowledge, okay, kailangan i-apply mo. And that is very important with the kind of work that we do in network marketing. There are many people who enter this industry and they wonder why they don't succeed. They have the knowledge. They learn it. Madaling matutunan ng isang bagay. Paulit-ulit lang, malalaman mo na eh, di ba? Mga lyrics nga ng kanta eh. Pag naririnig mo lang sa kotse, paulit-ulit, you know it already. But do you understand it? And do you know how to apply it? And that is a secret to wisdom. You have to learn how to apply it, and you have to apply it effectively. And it has to be in a way that is helpful to other people, not just to yourself. That's why I will close with this. You have to remember that the 7 pillars of wisdom is number 1, fear of the Lord. Pag wala kang fear of the Lord, never ka magkakaroon ng wisdom kasi wisdom, you need to ask Him for it eh. Number 2, you must be open to instruction. Number 3, once you're open to instruction, you will receive knowledge kasi madali kang turuan. From knowledge, you will gain understanding. From understanding, you will have to learn discretion. What is discretion? Freedom to decide how to respond to a particular situation. That is super important. Kasi kung wala kang discretion, daldal ka lang ng daldal. Hindi ka marunong mag-judge kung kailan ka dapat magsalita at kailan ka dapat hindi magsalita. Then of course, there is counsel. How teachable are you? Okay? And how do you respond to your leaders? Last but not the least, you have to have reproof. You have to be open to rebuke, open to being corrected. That, for me, are those are the guidelines to wisdom. 7 yan ulitin ko. Fear of the Lord, instruction, knowledge, understanding, discretion, counsel, and reproof. Now, if you have those 7 things, I guarantee you, whatever it is in your life, you will succeed. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I am so honored to have been able to share this testimony with you. My seeds of wisdom. Alam nyo, mag-54 na ako at the end of this month. So, I hope that through my life, you are able to learn and pick up some good lessons. And until next time, magkita-kita tayo ulit sa Seeds of Wisdom Part 3. God bless you all. I remain faithfully yours, your Barley Queen.
Thank you so much.